Oh, absen Om. Halo, halo. Balik lagi. Sorry tadi nyetel-nyetel videonya bentar. Ini bisa deh, ini tadi 50. Ini setel 60. Enggak tahu kalau dia loading ya. Bisa error kali. 27. Enggak, 27. Kalau pas aku di mode bukan mode Windows ini dia turun tuh gini. Kalau aku ke gamenya naik. Jadi frame generationnya nggak bisa enable kalau nggak di Windows itu. Ini kan jadi kayak 27 kalau ini. Nah, ini kan 29, 27, 28. 27 kan. Jadi ini enable dulu. Kasih 50 aja biar lebih supaya bisa. Soalnya 60 nggak nyampe itu kalau pakai ke tracing. Kayak gini aja dah. Udah selesai Jumatan kak Om? Soalnya jam 1 ya. Udah selesai harusnya. Serem kah gamenya? Bukan persoalan serem, kaget. Game-game horor yang mau aku mainin ya salah satunya ya game ini. Ini juga pakai cheat, ini cheat peluru, kayak cheat item sama peluru. Ini udah ketemu malah kaget-kaget. Terus habis itu trauma. Begitunya ya trauma ya. Enggak lah. Kenapa? Aku bingung dah ini kenapa kok nggak ada. Tuh aku lihat di YouTube tuh ini di sini loh. Apa jantungnya Bang Rapa. Tapi kok nggak ada ini aneh. Salah di mana ini? Blok 50 iya. 60 nggak nyampe. Nah, kalau kaget kaget dikit meninggal dikit nggak ngaruh. Meninggal bukan dikit ya, meninggal yang meninggal langsung mati. Ya ada set quest, nggak ada set quest loh. Kenapa ya? Ya aneh banget ini. Ya, padahal hati jantungnya tuh di dalam sini loh. Ini aku kok jadi anu ya, kok jadi jadi cepu main game ini. Gara-gara mungkin bug kah ini atau gimana ini? Ini aja, ini harusnya nggak di sini. Ini rusa hidup. Ini yang awalnya yang sebelum hantunya keluar dari sini, jebol dinding ini. Ini jebol dinding kan? Kan keluar dulu rusa ini. Dari sini masuk, dijebol ke sini, lari ke sana rusanya. Nah, baru hantunya keluar dari sini. Baru diambil di sini. Makanya dari semalam enggak ketemu-ketemu, aku bingung. Ternyata ngebug ini gamenya ini. Bagaimana dong kalau udah gini? Ini ada yang nggak dijelasin lebih mendalam sama youtubernya. Enggak, orang itu walkthrough kok itu. Itu kan walkthrough yang aku lihat. dari awal game sampai tamat. Penjelasan apa? Urutannya udah bener ini. Masa aku harus ngulang dari awal ya? Aku nggak punya save-saveannya loh. Ini loh, ini aja ngebug. Ini harusnya nggak di sini nih. Ngebug kan berarti kan? Kalau nggak di restart. Ya, ini mah udah dari semalam ya kan? Kalau di restart, oh dari awal. Lumayan lama loh ngulang dari awal. Pantesan nggak nemu-nemu malam itu. Harusnya kan gitu ini gini, karena konsepnya Alan Wake itu kalau ada gelombang-gelombang, nah ini gini kayak ada gambar gelombang-gelombang di sini. Ini gini kan? Ini tinggal di center gini doang. Nih, tinggal di center nih, di bus, senternya di bus gitu. Itu Alan Wake tuh dari dulu gitu konsepnya. Makanya nggak nemu. Muter-muter. Soalnya di map ini masih ada tanda tanya. Di map ini terus deh. Udah hilang dong tanda tanya ini. Hilang dong. Tanda tanyanya malah ke sini. Ngebug ini. Gimana dong? Ya Fata Morgana. Nah ya gitu tuh bener. Kayak gitu. Ini aku bingung ini nggak nemu-nemu kan, lihat di YouTube ternyata loh. Bener di sini. Jantungnya di sini kok kagak ada nih jantung. Waduh. Kemana nih si jantung? Aduh. Kita gimana ya caranya ini? Ulang dari awal kah? Ulang dari awal kah? Parah cuy. Save house dulu, nge-save. Udah, ini yang save-savean yang terakhir ini. Ini save-savean terakhir ini di sini. Nih. Wajar kita kagak nemu ya orang. Aduh, bagaimana cuy? Wih, jaket kosmetik. Wih, bagus nih merah nih. Tapi bukan jaket FBI ya ini. Jaket. Siapa tahu kita rubah jaketnya baknya hilang. Alan. Wih, Alan tetap aja pakai jas. Cuma beda warna doang ini. Kalau gitu lanjut aja. Iya yo, gimana? Kita ulang aja sudah yuk. Ulang aja lah, kita coba lah. New game lah ini. Apalah, yang isi-isi aja lah. Jaketnya gabung di R2 remake itu. Tuh, masa iya tuh? Yang merah itu.
Back to the beginning.
Ulang dari
We've
awal.
come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope.
Aduh, I can't believe I rerun this story from the beginning. Udah gamenya ini killing me softly. Nebak lagi nih.
In a horror story, there are only victims
Untuk
and
sama beda
monsters.
warna.
And the trick is not to end up as
Ngide,
neither.
kamu ngide.
But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way.
Aduh, aku udah ngerti ceritanya nih. Ngapain dia anu ya? Skip aja ceritanya. Ulang dari awal, dari sini, dari si korban ini, Robert Nightingale. Jadi ini harusnya tuh, yang tukang senter tuh ada taksi, seperti biasa. Ini saksi nih. dari awal. Biar aja wes. Apalah. Rusanya aja ngebug. Rusanya keluar. Nggak ngebug yang itu hijau. Nah, ada Om Ardi nih. Gamenya ngebug Om. Aduh, aku tahu jantungnya di mana. Pantasan kagak nemu-nemu semalam orang gamenya ngebug. Ini aku ulang dari awal aja. Kalau masih ngebug aja ya wis pensi mainnya. Tak jelas. Udah gamenya membunuh ya kan. Pakai ngebug segala lagi. Oh, hijau. Aku tahu jantungnya di mana. Udah bener konsepnya malah ngebug. Ini aku nggak salah jalan kah? Kan jadi lupa aku yang ini kemana. Bener. Mungkin clue belum pasang semua. Bukan persoalan clue. Prosesnya udah bener itu waktu si hantu tuh dobrak. Nah, masalahnya yang rusa yang lewat itu, rusa yang lewat itu diem di situ di dalam toko. Jadi harusnya nggak ada rusa di situ. Rusanya aja ngebug. Nah, bagus baju yang ini, Tom. Jaket yang ini, jaket anti air. Temannya biar aja pakai jas FBI.
I think I hear someone. Could be our deputy.
Wah, gas lagi lah dari awal. Ini bentar aja kan udah tahu yang di sini.
Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know,
Rusanya error, iya. Rusanya langsung jadi patung di situ. Kan aku frustasi dah. Tadi malam kan tak cari apa namanya. Tadi malam tak lanjutin lagi sendiri. Aduh, sampai sakit kepala udah. Mana nih? Dah aku nyari walkthrough lah.
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Nyari walkthrough ternyata bisa disimpulkan gamenya error. Ngebug.
Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person.
Walkthrough yang sampai tamat kan ada itu. Jadi aku cuma lihat awalnya aja.
Inside.
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night. Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell him I'm here waiting. I'll show him around.
They got it, Thornton.
Halo Om, halo Elvira. PGA yang mana ini? Ini
Before we
2060
get to
ini.
the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly. The facts are on the board. Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
X4090 lain itu Om Ardi yang punya itu.
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime scene. Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge.
Lari lari
Why
lari.
now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better
Kalau kita ajak lari baru dia lari.
You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled.
Jalan
I don't want to slow you
amat
down.
cuy.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Real funny, Anderson. Fucking nature. Gives me a headache. There's too much sky.
Temannya nggak guna malah ngilang. Emang nggak guna temannya itu. Buat apa itu temannya itu? Mending nggak usah ngikut.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the
General
locals
store.
have the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
Paksa ngulang-ngulang.
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you.
Yang toko di sini kan. Nah, kan ini kan harusnya kan ini nih. Kan rusa kan keluar dari sini. Keluar ke sini kan. Loh, rusanya tuh diam di sini loh, padahal harusnya dia lari ke sana. Tidak jelas rusanya, cuy.
Those are real? You guys hiring?
Let's just see this body, shall we?
Ih, lama kali. Lari, woi.
Now this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. Now we didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay. Let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous
Jantung.
murders? Body is positioned on the table.
Game save.
Ritualistic.
Nah, satu-satu lagi. Aduh.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town.
Guys. Continue. Belum.
Step 1. Examine the corpse.
Mak.
Incise stab
Iya.
wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed. Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him
Yeah.
down.
Nah, yang kemarin malah talinya nggak ada loh.
The killer left the heart right next to the body.
Ini ada talinya. Jelas loh. Masuk ke spot lagi.
Heart removed from chest. Strapped by the wrist.
Victim killer.
Who is our victim?
The
Who
killer.
killed him? Need to find more clues. Multiple people were here.
Itu juga barang
Multiple
bukti.
killers.
Aku juga nggak ada. Ya aku juga nggak ada ambil tali.
Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting.
Aneh ya. Nebak-nebak ini BTW ini yang versi 108 ini dikasih sama Edwin.
Knock the tripod over. Was it for a camera?
Export killers. Nih. Terus ini masih mudah ini. Tuh, belum diambil.
Was he killed here or brought here after? For display.
Ih,
Large amount of blood on the table.
kawan
The
barang
victim
bukti.
died here.
Oke. Plus nih heavy blood. Barang bukti.
Boot prints indicating multiple killers. Quite the party.
Loh. Sudah diambil woi. Kenapa ya ini? Loadingnya delay kah? Agak
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. Now, I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew.
Robert Nightingale.
So you knew our victim.
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago, 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Export M. Ya.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
Nih barang buktinya.
They planned for the murder to happen here.
Pembunuhan berencana. Profiling kah?
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13. Nightingale was chosen as the victim.
Ritual. Export.
Up from the lake that's not a lake.
Ya.
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow.
Check the lake shore.
Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
Larilah.
This
Jangan
where your
malas.
hunch is,
Lari.
Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses. There's a piece of paper on the ground.
I didn't know.
Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with
Yep.
us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us. I should profile Nightingale about this page.
Profiling lagi.
a page in the woods. A story about the...
The victim was one of their own. FBI special...
Facebook.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense. Found all I can here. Time to...
Yep.
Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Ternyata kalau siang terang-terang aja.
Hey, you made it back. Good. I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for
Like I
proper
said.
examination ASAP.
Well, sure, but the coroner won't be back in town for another... Back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Thanks. Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the Bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Ambil dulu barang-barang yang kiranya bisa dia.
They left a lot of garbage. Not the fastidious type.
Anda bisa diambil malah. Tidak bisa diambil. Keluar. Harinya maraton nggak bisa cepet.
Good to see you still in one piece, Anderson. Forest can be a dangerous place.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
Tripod? For a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner. I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery.
Akhirnya balik lagi ke sini kayaknya.
Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town. The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
Just how much coffee have you had today, Charlie?
Oh dear. Cute.
Let me guess. The FBI. Welcome to Bright Falls. It's nice to have you here. I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Breaker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time. We've looked through the case files.
AFK dulu bentar deh.
Have you had many people besides the known victims go missing?
Sure. But it's slowed down ever since Cauldron Lake was fenced off.
Let me guess. Missing person cases spiked around 2010. The fence was built just after.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
You can go ahead, Anderson. We'll be here.
Good to see you.
I can't believe that
Excuse
happened.
me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay? What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree."
Rakim set kecil kah?
Oh,
Kayak mic-nya kedengeran.
the whole thing was terrifying. That's all.
Makanya rasionya kalau bisa 3:1 gitu. Atau apa? 2:1 lah minimal. Jadi suara desktopnya diturunin semua.
The cult of the tree. The Bookers were at Cauldron Lake. So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evident.
Okay.
Told you not to keep that thing to me.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Like we'd even dream of missing dear Fez.
Oh, God. Saga! Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me.
I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl?
She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember.
Gue yang itu jagoan enak jadi. Gue juga mikirnya gitu.
I know what this is.
Ternyata kita sepemikiran.
Traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time.
No. You're mistaking me for someone else.
If you say so.
Masih
A
nanya.
cult murdering a man is pretty extreme. Why didn't you tell the police what you saw?
We did. We told those two idiot deputies. They didn't listen. And they wanted to throw Ed and I in jail for that murder. You know, Bright Falls is just Alabama with bigger trees.
This is my case now, and no one is throwing you in jail. If you need anything else, just come to me.
Got it. Thank you, Saga.
Yang Alan malah kayak John Wick. Itu sih itu loh. apa namanya, aku lihat aku nyari-nyari di internet siapa itu karakter yang itu, ternyata Jared Leto. Jared Leto yang jadi Joker, yang main apa ya, Morbius. Jared Leto memang gondrong.
So Rose, help me out. How do you think we know each other?
We all know each other around here. It's been a while, but I never forget a face. Or a coffee order.
Guess I just have one of those faces. Seen anything out of the ordinary in town lately? Suspicious people in deer masks?
No one's suspicious, but
Ya, apa, pelayan kafenya malah lebih cantik ya guys ya.
All set? My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go.
Yo,
Well, Casey, I got a lead.
lari nggak? Ah iya nggak lari loh.
The cult of the tree.
A murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree,
Mulai
Sheriff?
pagi aku main, jauh sudah buntu lagi loh.
The cult will get you.
Itu
Sort of thing.
pakai alan ya,
You're the Grand Wizard.
atau balik lagi ke FBI?
Played some D&D back in the day. Wizard was always my favorite class.
Morning, Sheriff. Looks like you have some gas.
Ini apakah alan berhayal ya?
Morning, Ted.
Enggak berhayal sih kalau soal hantunya.
Deerfest.
Yang dulu yang pertama kan memang
Too true.
menghayal itu dia tuh.
Have a good one, Sheriff.
Gimana ya dulu? Itu kan istrinya kan udah meninggal.
Hey, what do you know about that waitress from the diner?
Kira masih hidup dulu waktu dicerita itu. Ternyata udah mati.
Today's case. Always had been. Why? What she do now?
She kept saying
Jadi
that
Alan Wake ini kan penulis novel, cuman dia agak stres gitu.
weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible.
Nah, di sini dia nulis novel lagi, lanjutannya itu. Tapi kita dapat tambahan mode gameplay, bukan modenya sih ya, karakternya kita
Downstairs ready to go.
ngambil dari sisi FBI-nya dulu.
All prep.
I'd like to
Detective.
take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
Map Brightfall ya. Nah, ini baru aku punya 2. Kemarin cuma punya 1. Belum ku ambil mapnya. Pertama ada keluar remasternya. Ya, ada remasternya tuh.
Next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns and he's away.
Udah curiga itu. Ini ngapain muncul remaster nih?
Perform examinations.
Jangan-jangan mengeluarin yang kedua. Ternyata betul. Tapi harus gak 13 tahun nunggunya?
Something about more.
Dia bikin storyline tuh kayak gitu.
I can't say I feel the same.
He's joking.
Robert Nightingale dulu FBI, menghilang 13 tahun lalu. Loh. Tiba-tiba nyambung storynya.
Okay. Let's take a look at our patient.
Mayat hidup nih.
I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal
Mayat
examination.
hidup tapi ya hidup.
What was the cause of death? What other clues? This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy. Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
The body shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem.
Bisa
It doesn't add
Kedua.
up. Aha.
ada sesuatu.
They did leave something inside.
Oh, gamenya
his
cuma
chest.
digital aja di konsol. Nggak ada
There's
Blu-ray.
writing on here. Can't make it out.
Sekarang Blu-ray kayak kurang dibutuhin.
Time to see what
Blu-ray.
Nightingale's body can tell us.
Bisa digital. Anything to learn from the body? Tuh, ini malah masuk ritual. From the body ini. Cause of death. Terus ritual.
Text is smudged. Looks inverted.
Mau hujan lagi kayaknya nih.
For removal.
Ini apa tadi nih? Joints, floating joints. Water exposure. Oh.
There's definitely something.
Pantesan badannya jadi begitu bengkak-bengkak.
Leave it there.
Inilah keluar hantunya. Udah tahu. Continue.
He can't see me in the light.
He can't see me in the
My
light.
gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
Hantu aneh ini. Kalau terang nggak bisa lihat ya.
Gotta move now. He vanished.
Tang. Hand capture. Di sini nggak bisa save manual loh.
He didn't have a heart, but he still got up. The page predicted all of it. It helped me fight him.
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult. A ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster.
Manuskrip dapat. Cuman manuskrip doang ya. Pilih ini dulu. Yang penting ini. Yes, apa lagi tadi? Spec.
A dead man turned into a monster.
Mana larinya Nightingale, ayo. Ya ke hutan lah. Ini udah.
There's no rational explanation to what we just saw.
I'd love to blame this on mass hallucination caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but we both know that's bullshit. This was supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say it. Now we can figure out a way forward. Right before things got crazy, Sheriff Breaker just vanished.
Maybe the sheriff knew more than he was letting on.
Salah pilih.
He seemed anxious, like he dreaded what was
Oh,
coming.
ini masih hari yang sama rupanya nih. Lembur. Let's go back
The
to
victim of
ini.
a ritualistic murder turns into a monster. Is there a connection?
Looks to me like the cult of the tree is performing rituals to create monsters.
Maybe. We need to start.
Yep.
The page places Nightingale back at Cauldron Lake. Calls him a taken.
Wah,
We need to head
petir
over
nih.
there and stop him before anyone
Ada
else gets
petir
hurt.
nih.
Okay.
Walaupun masih agak jauh sih. Mungkin petirnya 2 kilo mungkin dari sini. Tapi kalau lama-lama ke sini bahaya cuy.
Gunshots, y'all okay?
Did you get spooked by the bodies?
Sheriff Breaker disappeared. Nightingale turned into some sort of a monster, and there are offices down. You two handle things here. We need to get back to Cauldron Lake immediately.
Fuck me. That's terrible. We'll do what we can, man.
That's crazy, right, Thornton? Nightingale's heart was missing.
How could he do anything? He's dead.
Well, yeah, right. Well, that's all crazy talk. Monsters aren't real, and what do you mean the sheriff disappeared? Like poof? He's gone like magic?
They're a fine pair.
Take it easy.
My client has been held here long enough.
Nightingale and his
Are you
cult
gonna
are
let me speak
dangerous.
to them or not?
We need to be prepared in
Just a
case
moment,
things
ma'am.
escalate more than they
Someone
already
will be
have.
right with you.
Can you call it in, Casey?
A smart choice, Anderson.
Yeah, Agent Casey here. Yeah. We need backup. The Bright Falls case. Whoever you can... spare. ASAP. Think we'll actually find Nightingale at the lake?
The pages haven't been wrong yet.
We can't assume the person writing these pages isn't playing us.
I agree. But it's our best lead.
Rinse and repeat. Clock out, get a beer. Or maybe three.
I need to come clean, Anderson. I know why Nightingale was here 13 years ago. He was chasing a writer, Alan Wake.
Tammy mentioned him. She's writing a book on his disappearance.
You know the detective character from his books, Alex Casey.
Yeah, I've heard the jokes at the office. Cold case Casey. Murder case Casey. Sorry.
Ha ha. It's the same name, similar job. It's the first thing anyone thinks of. It annoyed me, but that was it. Then, 10 years ago, I started getting strange letters in the mail. Fragments of prose describing murders. You've heard the stories about what happened in New York. Some of it, at least. Bodies started to pile up. It was a murder cult. Turns out the fragments sent to me were from the crime books of Alan Wake. The cult was copycatting the murders from the books. In their heads, they were performing a ritual to bring Wake back. Their imagined prophet. After that case, I started looking into Wake's disappearance on the side.
And you thought this case might be connected to him? His name does keep popping up.
I just wanted you to have all the facts.
Next time, give them to me before we find ourselves in the middle of a horror story. The page says Nightingale's in something called an overlap. Need to figure out exactly what that means.
I'm happy I'm not in charge of this mess.
Thanks. Let's start looking for Nightingale where he was killed. Great. This area is supposed to be closed to the public. The writer of these pages knows what will happen. Because they're behind this, or because they can see what's coming. Impossible things are happening here. A world operating on different rules. I need to understand this strange logic. To see the clues. To solve the case. I've been thinking more about the cult of the tree. What sort of cult refers to themselves as a cult?
In my experience, they don't.
We're not seeing the full picture yet.
How are you folks doing?
A lot of things about this case keep bothering me. But one thing feels really off. Breaker's disappearance. I don't get the feeling Nightingale was responsible.
He was about to give you more of those pages. Something didn't want us to have them? Or was protecting him from Nightingale? Spontaneous combustion? I don't know. Not the kind of disappearance we normally solve. Our crime scene's drowning. I never minded rain. Feels like home.
No sign of Nightingale. But the page did place him at Cauldron Lake, in an overlap. So how do we follow him there?
Maybe something around here will tell us.
Bare feet. Nightingale. I'll see where these footprints lead. Can you comb through the crime scene one more time, KC? Just in case?
On it. If anything comes up, I'll radio you.
Hey, Casey. What's the far's favorite shape?
Please, Anderson. Just one case without the
A triangle. Kid's lunchbox? An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective. He hates those cheesy crime books. But he really hates the movies. The tracks lead into the water. Where'd he go from here? I can feel something. A presence. Nightingale isn't far. What is that? Seems like it's reacting to the light. These aren't the same tracks that were here before. They're headed into the tree, not out of it. My flashlight burned the dark stuff away.
The fuse was in place. Saga stepped into the witch's hut. Inside, a bright light. There were objects that stood out to Saga, as if the light had manifested them.
The witch's hut. Okay. I trust the pages to lead me to the overlap. The witch's hut.
Anderson, thought I saw something in the woods. Probably just a deer, but I'm gonna check it out.
Okay. I found another page. Following up on a lead. Keep checking in.
Roger.
The fuse box is missing a fuse. I need to find one to turn on the lights. This fuse is busted. This one looks good. People should really stop littering, though. Another page. Making progress.
The image of the witch in the sign. Saga addressed the witch. The smudged line on the heart. The second part recited from memory. I brought you the heart, witch. Show me the terror. Saga pushed the heart through the hole in the sign.
I know Nightingale is somewhere around Cauldron Lake. Figured all this out already. So this goes here, and that goes there. The page from the witch's hut seems to be describing some kind of ritual. Nightingale's heart disappeared from the morgue. Where is it now? Yeah. To get into the overlap, I need to find Nightingale's heart. Read the line imprinted on it, plus the line on the page to the witch's ladle sign. Then push the heart through the hole in the sign. I need Nightingale's heart to get to the overlap. Where is it?
The cultist isn't close. He was there, but he was risen. Nightingale was there. The opposite of sunspots. Who said that?
That's not it. I don't have what I need to find Nightingale's heart. There must be more. Nightingale's heart. Where is it?
While they played cards in the general store, the witch had stolen his heart. Get out of my house.
Nightingale's heart is at the general store, in a fridge. Nightingale's heart. Where is it?
The witch had stolen his heart. Get out of my house.
Nightingale's heart is at the general store, in a... I need to check the general store for the heart. Casey! I'm headed to the general store. I think I know how to get into the overlap.
Roger that. I followed some ATV tracks in the woods and got a bit turned around.
Did you get lost?
I've only been lost once in my life, Anderson. The years I spent with my ex-wife. I'll find my way back, don't you worry about it.
text on the heart is clearer now. Legible. I feel like I recognize this. The fridge. The heart. I knew it would be here. Like I saw it in a dream. And now I need to give the heart to the witch. Makes total sense. Sounds literary. But what does it mean? Found the heart in the fridge. Just like the page said I would. Casey, there are cultists in the area. They're taken, like Nightingale. Watch yourself out there.
Yeah, thanks for the heads up. I'm still finding my way back.
You have the worst sense of direction.
Any city in America I can get through drunk and blindfolded. It's these damn trees.
Okay. I'm en route to Witch's Ladle. I need to perform a ritual to open the overlap. This case just keeps getting weirder. But it is exciting. Wonder what's inside. I should take a look around for a way to open this thing. A locked box. Is that the cult of the tree symbol on it? A creepy twig sculpture? Notes and ammo. Looks like they're tools of the trade. Hey there, Mr. Deer. You remind me of a dream I had. Fucking monsters. The wave crashed on the far side of the mirror. I brought you the Heart Witch. Show me the terror. Casey, I think I'm in the overlap. Are you still on your way? Casey! Casey, do you read me? Logan? Logan! What the fuck was that? Logan's back in Virginia. You're imagining things. What was that? Wait. Did I get turned around? No, this is right. This place is looping. Like a nightmare. Need to find Nightingale. He's here. Nightingale.
Trapped here. Who escaped? Danger.
Who is that? It's like they're coming in over a bad signal. Nightingale's badge.
The rider went into the lake, banished the dark presence. Taken still lurked in the woods. The dark place receded. The current pulled back those with darkness inside, into the lake. Nightingale was there, one of them. The dark presence, Jagger had taken him. The witch had stolen his heart. They sank beneath the waves. The dark place, wandering in the shadows, muttering to themselves. It's dark. I'm lost. Where am I? Who am I? I can't remember. It's cold. Premium cabins for rent in Bright Falls. Who said that? Can you hear me? I need help. Please. Stop this. What did I do? You must dig it out. Their shape shifted. Echoes of the writer's dreams. Fading in, fading out. The next story and the story after that. The writer was writing again.
What the hell is that? Need to get away.
Misi Bu, halo Bu. Pakaian ada orang Bu. Numpang lewat monggo. Game apa ini? Alan Wake 2. Alan Wake 2 ini. Kok keren gitu? Ya iya tuh. 13 tahun nunggunya Bu, ini yang kedua ini. Hilang lagi apa coba? Ngeri. Ini namanya game horror. Mantap ya grafiknya. Oh jelas. Dan sangat berat ini gamenya Bu. Ini juga mainnya pakai mod Bu. Kalau enggak ini dapat 15 fps ini di sini serius. Loh, gimana bunuhnya ini? Monster apa zombie? Hantu itu. Ya monster sih mereka nyebutnya. Apaan dah? Ini harus pakai mod ini Bu. Kalau nggak pakai mod 15 fps loh. Berat banget gamenya loh. Aduh, sesat saya. Sesat di hutan. Aduh, apa itu? Mati kau. 15 fps di hutan gimana mau main? Nah, baru ketemu si Alan nih.
Who are you?
What is this? Who are you?
Hear me.
I'm Saga Anderson, FBI. I can hear you.
Cauldron Lake.
Yes, I'm at Cauldron Lake. Where are you?
Game grafik ini masa iya nggak berat? Nggak, bukan itu masalah Bu. Ini tuh ya modnya itu ya namanya apa ya? Bentar tak kasih tahu. Tak kasih tahu dulu. Tak kasih tahu dulu apa namanya kemarin ya. Jadi lupa. Aku harus lihat dulu di sini. Di fileku yang sudah tak download itu kemarin. Dikompres ini kan. Nah ini loh. Nah ini namanya DLSS graphic frame generation. Ini kolaborasi, ini buatannya AMD yang seri apa namanya versi KW-nya itu ya kan. Jadi programnya ini dikembangin sama AMD. Nah, file aslinya bukan file sih. Ini nih engine gitu. Engine ini ditanamkan di RTX seri 4000 sama Radeon yang RX seri 7000. Nah, sedangkan di VGA sebelumnya tuh nggak ada. Jadi kalau main game ini beratnya minta ampun, apalagi kalau RT-nya on, ray tracing-nya on. Ini ada pilihan ray tracing kan di sini. Nah, ini loh, ray tracing ini. Nah, itu tidak semudah yang dikira buat menjalankan grafik ini pakai VGA yang di bawahnya RTX 4000. Gitu ceritanya. Nah, sama AMD dibikinkan modnya supaya ini bisa jalan dengan lancar lah, minimal tuh lancar. Nah ini kalau nggak pakai mod 20-an fps kalau di hutan ini, 15 sampai 20 kalau ray tracingnya on gitu. Ini begitu itu diinjek pakai engine itu, ini ada pilihan ini DLSS frame generation. Nah ini yang membantu supaya dapat fps tinggi, itu loh maksudnya. Nah makanya kalau yang baru main misalkan nggak tahu soal mod ini frame generation fitur ini harus pakai RTX 4000, jadi harus yang di generasi yang VGA yang 2023 itu maksudnya. Kayak asli lah, iyo memang begitu kan kalau game-game triple A. Kurang lebih seperti itu ceritanya. Ini yang bikin modnya tuh AMD loh, bayangin. Jadi tapi aku dengar informasinya modnya itu bisa dipakai di semua game asalkan syaratnya ada opsi ini FSR atau DLSS nih, dua ini. Yang penting ada ininya, ada fitur ininya. Kalau nggak ada nggak bisa dipakai. Game ini game baru. Nah itu tadi yang baru tak jelasin. Kalau ada fitur FSR atau DLSS itu bisa dipakai. Dan ini jadi nggak support sama GTX seri 1000. Udah nggak support lagi.
Sir, calm down.
Ini
I'm
Alan.
gonna need you to take a breath.
He's changed the story. The dark presence. We must stop it before.
Easy now. First things first. What's your name?
Alan Wake.
My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer.
Panas bu PC-mu? Ya panas ya biasa bu. Panas. PC panas mah biasa.
I've been.
Wake? Where did you come from? You've been missing for 13 years.
13 tahun ya. Bener kan? Ini sambungannya ini. Nah, berarti bener dari sini langsung kita pakai Alan Wake. Itu. Karena bener waktu yang di pertama itu storynya Alan Wake itu rada digantung gitu ya. Wah, ini copyright kayaknya. Jadi agak digantung gitu storynya.
All of a sudden the radio stopped working and then flooding just disappeared. Crazy forest. Is this who I think it is?
Casey, say hello to Alan Wake. Mr. Wake, this is Special Agent Alex Casey. He'll escort you
Baru
to
awal,
Overlap.
baru di awal ini.
Casey, I'll meet you there right after I take a look around. If the flooding's receded, there might be evidence we missed earlier.
Okay. See you there.
Nah, optional investigate previously flooded area.
Am I still? Is this the dark place? No, it can't be. I got out.
Flooded yang di mana itu? Ini aktor utamanya yang ini nih, Alan Wake ini. Harusnya ini. Ya, kita main dari sisi FBI-nya dulu karena ada kasus pembunuhan kan. Seru loh ini. Aku nunggu 13 tahun loh ini, Bu.
The flooding disappeared very suddenly. I wonder if there's any connection to the overlap. To Nightingale.
13 tahun nunggu gamenya loh. Kali keluar ditulis di situ minimum RTX 2060. Kebayang nggak? Kayak developernya ngajak lagi. Ini ya, ini aku kan 50 fps ya itu ya. 50 fps. Tapi tuh, ini tak kira Alan Wake di film action. Filmnya action. Alan Wake. Aku nggak pernah dengar kalau Alan Wake. Misal ya, ini aku ganti dulu quality nih. Itu berapa fps ya? Masih bisa 50. Ini jadi ringan ini kalau hutannya hilang. Aku tak hidupin ray tracing dulu. Itu aku dapat 40 50 ya. Nah kalau itu tak matiin frame generationnya, mana ini? Coba lihat, aku cuma dapat 20 30 28 25 nih. Ini kalau aku ngarah ke hutan nih 20 fps nih. Tuh GG enggak, 23 fps cuy. Ray tracing on, DLSS quality. Ya nggak playable kalau kayak gitu mainnya, ya kan, nggak playable. Tapi kalau pakai mod ya aku bisa main 40-an fps nih kan, dengan ray tracing on. Ini memang ada apa, ngajak klien yang bikin game ini ya salah. Aduh pakai rame fps drop, iya kan, bener kan. Ini nggak tahu render yang hutan ini tuh terlalu berat gitu, padahal kalau aku kesini ya ringan loh. Misalkan di kota tuh ringan, di hutan ini ya yang hancur-hancuran pokoknya. Nah ini hutan tuh langsung 40, 40 fps kalau nggak pakai mod nih. Nah, ini kalau di RTX seri 4000-an itu baik-baik aja. RTX 44 minimal, RTX kalau mau bagus 4070 lah. Kalau dari AMD nya itu 7700 XT ya, RX 7700 XT itu tanpa pakai mod pun nggak masalah itu. Tapi kalau dikasih mod ya tambah ringan ya.
Sure, the North Side slasher. But that case was completely different.
The trees, Anderson. He hid the bodies in the forest.
Lagi 6600 sudah ketinggalan ya. Kalau untuk game lain nggak apa-apa, ini aja nih yang cari masalah ini gamenya. 600 XT punyamu itu kan untuk game lain tuh nggak masalah. Ini masalahnya ada teknologi baru yang ditanamin sama Remedy si pembuat game ini. Bilangnya sih next generasi ray tracing tuh ini namanya loh. Ini loh, head indirect lightning. Nah ini yang bikin sangat berat ini. Tapi bilangnya di masa depan nanti pakai itu semua nih. Head trace indirect lightning. Kalau yang DLSS rekonstruksi ini memang dari awal gini, yang dari generasi pertama. Ya kan? Itu yang bikin ini. Cuma ya itu katanya ini untuk masa depan nanti. Nah, jadi di Alan Wake ini baru pertama kali ini dimulai ini yang kayak gini. Beratnya minta ampun. Sedangkan di PS5 aja nggak pakai ray tracing ini. Karena kalau pakai ray tracing berat itu, nggak sanggup itu. Apa tak tulis sendiri jadi 7700. Ya ditulis aja, nggak ngaruh. Ditulis sedikit nggak ngaruh ya kan. Aduh. Nah inilah jalannya kebuka di sini. Nah mantap kali. Tadinya kan tertutup ini. Sepertinya ada musuh ini ya. Medium aja semua, rematikan dari quality smooth. Iya bisa aja sih begitu, tetap aja kurang. Soalnya aku ada lihat perbedaannya sangat apa nih, sangat signifikan perbedaannya kalau ray tracing on off.